Right. So there's the wheel. And I guess we take Fire Emblem Engage off and do a little spin. What will it be? It's I guess the wheel just wants me to play the games I'm already playing. I put 3 new games on there. And it's like, no, play the ones that you've been playing, okay? Just play those. Not anything else, just those games that you've already been playing. Okay, fine. You win, wheel. You win. I mean, I'm not going against the wheel, that would be blasphemy. That would be absolute blasphemy. The wheel commands and we obey, exactly. Over the hills and far away. It's how it works. It's called Wheel Wednesday for a reason. We just listen to the wheel. It's not about what I want or what you want. It's about what the wheel wants, which technically is nothing, I guess. I don't think the wheel really wants anything necessarily. Okay, let's see, what have we got? The Wicked, Nocticula, wait for an opportune moment, solve the riddles in the Nameless Ruins, we can't do that. Find the second part of the lexicon, which is where with Nocticula somewhere. Meet with Phylexia. Become famous. Get inside the Mage's Tower and try to secure an audience. Okay, so it's basically these two. Meet with Phylexia and go to the Mage Tower. But let's level up first. Get our wisdom up there. We need to be wise after all. Cape of Wasps, do I want that? Not really. Flame Strike could be nice. Maybe Inspiring Recovery though, just in case. It's always good to have multiple people with a kind of resurrection, you know? At least to bring people back from near death. It's not really resurrection, it's more like they've gone down and they're not fully dead yet. Or at least they might die. They might be dead, but only for like at max like a minute, I think. I don't remember what the limitation is for this. Within 2 rounds. Okay, so that's less than a minute. Cat's Grace Mass. Ooh, bonus to dexterity, adding the usual benefits to AC, reflex saves, and other uses of the dexterity modifier. Yes, I want that. And Sirocco. 46 fire damage plus 1 point per caster level to all creatures in the area. Creature that takes damage from Sirocco becomes fatigued or exhausted if already fatigued. Creatures with the water subtype take a -4 penalty in all saving throws against the spell and take double normal damage. Okay. I don't know about that though. I think we just go with Dispel Magic. Because being able to dispel things is just nice. Okay, you are just going to go with your standard stuff. Blinding Critical. No problem. Hammer the gap. Nanio. What do you got? Sunburst. Sounds cool. All creatures in the globe are blinded and take 66 points of damage. A successful reflex save negates the blindness and reduces damage by half. An undead creature caught within the globe takes 1d6 points of damage per cast level, maximum 25d6, or half damage. Oh. An empowered stun, and what's this other one? Shadow Evocation Greater. Okay. I mean, I don't really use Nanyo anyway, so looking at it is not gonna help me. Just increase your charisma. Agony. What do I want here? Misfortune, animal skin. The witch can become an animal. Okay. Polymorphing the witch into a leopard. I mean, cool, but not really anything I want. I think we just go with agony. Inflict serious wounds mass. Okay, that's not bad. Resurrection, prediction of failure, storm bolts. Death clutch. A target with 200 or fewer hit points remaining that fails its saving throw is instantly killed. A target with 201 or more hit points that fails its saving throw managed to keep its heart from leaping out of its chest, but it's still staggered for 1 minute and takes 1d4 points of constitution drain and 1d4 points of constitution bleed. Regardless of its current hit points, if the target succeeds its fortitude save, it is still staggered for 1 round as it feels its heart wrenching within the chest. Do I want a save or die spell? It's pretty fun, but oh, destruction though. The spell instantly delivers 10 points of damage per cast level, and we're level 16, so that would be 160 damage. If the target's fortitude saving throw succeeds, it instead takes 10d6 points of damage, which could still be a decent amount. So you know what? We'll get destruction. That sounds like a fun time. Who doesn't like destruction? Okay, Woljev. You get blinding strike. And well, you can get Cat's Grace Mass as well. Oh, let's get the spell magic. Oh, actually, you can get both. Let's get both. Both is good. Marshallay, increased dex. Improved evasion, not bad. Darren, get your charisma up. Angelic aspect. Functions like angelic aspect, except you gain DR10/evil, immunity to acid and cold, resistance to electricity and fire 10, +4 racial bonus on saves against poison, and protective aura as supernatural ability for the duration of the spell. Protective aura provides a +4 deflection bonus to AC and a +4 resistance bonus on saving throws against attacks made or effects created by evil creatures to anyone within 20 feet. Otherwise, it functions as a magic circle against evil and a lesser globe of invulnerability, both with a radius of 20 feet. Well then. That is pretty fancy. Shield of Law. I think we do the angelic aspect. That sounds cool. Actually, no, you won't be hit anyway. It's personal. If I could cast it on other people, then yeah, but I can't. I think Shield of Law is pretty good though. Or Holy Aura. Unholy Aura. But that's against good creatures, so I don't think that will help me much. No, I think we'll go with Shield of Law. That seems like the best one to get here. Yeah, there's a lot of chaotic evil creatures, or just chaotic in general. Okay. You get a bonus in strength. Little bonus there. Advanced weapon training. Don't know if you need anything here. Coordinated maneuvers, back to back. Wait, do you have something that gives you like flanking? Because you threaten, but does that mean flanking works as well? Hi trolls! Thank you for the congrats for level 16. Other people will have to flank them, but it will count as far as I know. Okay. Because it would be really good if Wendua could benefit from outflank. Even if it's not like she is flanking as well, but like... Because then they get a +4 and the critical hit thing is really good. I don't know if it will work though. I'm hoping it does. I guess we can find out. We can just test it out. Get that charisma up there. Additional use of Smite Evil, which is fine. Cleric. Wisdom. Okay, very standard. And then, of course, the pets. Logo. Got that one additional dex, I think. Oh no, wait, because you get a... I guess it will help later on. Do I want the strength instead? Strength will put the total to 46. Yeah, I think that's good. $46. The goodest boy. What a good boy. When the dog has more strength than 2 party members combined. Like, I have 22 and Grey War has 24. He has 46. Oh, that's insane. Plus 34 to attacks. I love it. Okay. What? Oh, right, it resets. I forgot about that. You get a plus strength as well. And then Mahon's. Do I increase your con? I think I increase your con. Just keep increasing that con. Great. Also, you can see that I've been keeping it neutral. Very chaotic, but also neutral. You can see that I've made a good choice here, and then 2 evil choices, or no, that's 3 evil choices to put me back here. Yep. You never know what I'm gonna do. I might be good, I might be evil. But you're not evil, so you couldn't have done that. No, you see, the evil choices I make aren't super evil, they're just a little bit evil, you know? They're just a tiny bit evil.
Demons are far harsher and more ruthless than Uplanders. That's why they're on top. And if the Crusaders want to survive, they're going to have to learn how to be ruthless very fast.
Nice. Nice stats, trolls. Okay. Oh, Woljif. Woljif isn't looking at you. His tail twitches nervously from side to side. Chief, Woljif scratches at the back of his head, painstakingly choosing each word. I went someplace, you see? To an abandoned mansion. It's in the upper city, not far from Necticula's palace. You can't miss it. What do you mean you went to an abandoned mansion? Well, I walked. Used my feet. You know, that's how people walk. Wall just shifts his feet back and forth like he's dancing on hot coals. Lumen! Yahaha! Welcome. I hope you're doing well. You missed me playing Fire Emblem earlier. Or maybe you were here, I don't know. Maybe I just missed you. Pepsi Emblem, yes. I had to try very hard not to get people killed. That's what I get for playing on classic with hard difficulty. And then I'm like, oh no, how do I not have people die? I always do that, but you know, every time I keep reminding myself, like, why? Or like, keep thinking, why do I do this? I'm just used to it, I guess. I like the challenge. But at the same time, I'm like, sometimes you just wanna, you know, not have to worry about it too much. I woke you up. We're not complete strangers, you know. I need this, Chief. I've been thinking a lot here about myself, and you, and the Moon of the Abyss, and... Yeah, alright, I'm lying. I didn't think. I tried not to think. Only the shadows started talking to me, even when I didn't want it to. It told me where to go, said I needed to come to terms with who I am. Maybe I don't want to understand. Maybe I'm better off being kept in the dark. Woodruff takes a small breath. I already know who I am. I'm a poor thief and a loser, born at the wrong time in the wrong place and to the wrong people. But I want to be stronger, you know? I'm used to this Moon of the Abyss, and if it gives me even more, I'll take it. Otherwise, this Votia will keep bothering me till the end of my days, and everyone else will keep kicking me around. I know I'm kinda in your gang, I mean your party, and it helps things, but it can't just keep going like this forever, you know? Everything's gonna fall apart someday, and the party will fall apart too. I need this power. Wait, did the shadow speak to you again? What exactly did it tell you? Well, here in the Abyss, the shadows become completely different. It crawls out when it wants, and makes sense when it talks. It says I got an inheritance, some power that I can get rid of Votia once and for all. I'll get it if I go to Ikvila's old mansion in the Upper City, and there's riches in it too. I never turned down a chest of gold, you know? Oh, that's fair. That's actually fair. Could I speak to the shadow? Yeah, no problem. Wojciech concentrates, trying to summon the shadow, but nothing happens. No, it's not working. It's like my shadow doesn't want to come out. Stormin as a mule it's gotten, you know? It could be dangerous, I'm coming with you. Woljeff's head shoots up. What? No, Chief, this is my business. I'll figure it out myself. I just told you because... I don't know why. I wanted to tell you. I already dragged you into a mess with Votia. I'll just think of it like an apology, you know? But no more. If you want to come congratulate me once I've gone to power, you should come. But I'll do it myself. I don't want to get used to always running off to someone else as soon as I need help. It's not normal. Friends don't abandon each other in a difficult situation. I want to go with you. Friends? Ah, come on. Wojciech turns away in embarrassment, trying not to grin. You know, I don't believe in stuff like that. Come on then. If you're so desperate, you can stand and watch. You can act like you're my bodyguard if you want. I don't mind. Aw. Wojciech. Look, he's my buddy. I can't just let my buddy go to an abandoned mansion by himself. Okay. Sela, Wendwag, Darren, Woljef, and Rushley. Accept. Then go to Terrace of Favored Mistresses. Actually, no. We go to the Harem of Art Dreams first, I think. I do always wonder if I do a good job with the voices. I don't think I am, but I don't know. It's so difficult to gauge that for yourself, because I'm just doing silly voices. Or I think I am. It was a good idea of mine to introduce you to high society at this reception. We were a subject of gossip among the guests. I heard them whispering about how we showed up together. That's the great voices. Well, thank you, Charles. Shall I entertain you with some conversation? You look stunning in your outfit as usual. What will happen at this private reception? Flexi's eyes widen and she leans forward as if letting you in on a secret. Shamira came up with such an interesting idea. Today she will dispense false justice. Shamira's voice rings. Oh. Shamira's voice rings out through the hall. I don't know why it popped up and then showed a cutscene and then popped up again. All rise. The proceedings will now begin with the dispensation of false justice. I, Shamira the Ardent Dream, will perform the duties of judge. The rights of prosecution will be granted to anyone acquainted with rage and hatred, and the part of the defender will be given to time and blind fate. Beautiful. All the participants are obligated to show due dread and obedience to the decisions of the court. Now, a first case is brought by the assassin Dogward against the bodyguard for hire Catrol. Dogward accuses Catrol of being exceedingly nimble and dexterous. This excessive dexterity enables the defendant to foil three assassination attempts against his employer, thus preventing the plaintiff from fulfilling his contract. He's too dexterous. We can't get him, so we need to get him in court, you know. You would ride many things, but that scorpion mosquito hybrid monster is not one you would. Yeah, they're minions of what's it called? God, I've already forgotten. It's like one of the main villains. Direcna? I don't remember. But it's a demon lord. It's a demon lord. Alexia is more interested in having a conversation than in watching the sham trial. You know, Mads, after our last... Alexia pauses playfully. Visits to the Battle Bliss. I've been thinking a lot about the customs of Galarian. Despite our differences, we actually have a lot in common. Our actions and desires stem from the same passions, except when it comes to... Alexia's eyes widen with excitement, and she utters a word that is as foreign to the abyss as you are. It's a love. It is common knowledge that demons know nothing about love, so why don't you explain it to me? That's a difficult one. I mean, I can't explain it because, well, I'm Arrow Ace. I don't know much about love at all. Love is a broad concept, it would be impossible to explain. Doesn't this bother you? The trial. No, let's just say it's a passion. Physical attraction, something that pushes you to do all kinds of crazy things. Because we're chaotic. Going for the chaotic option makes sense. Or I could just do love is a load of nonsense invented by naive fools. Between 1 and 2, it's a pure uplifting feeling in your soul that cleanses your heart of all burdens and pains, or it's a useful illusion that offers an escape from loneliness. Oof. The second one is pretty rough. I'm going between 3 and 4, but I'm not sure which one. I think we'll do the chaotic one. Crazy things. It's been 1,000 years since I last did anything truly crazy. How intriguing. But it sounds too good to be true. Are you trying to lure me into a trap? Oh. Well, you didn't want to ride it, which is a good thing, because it's dead now. Where's the it's something that will make you feel happy till it destroys you option? Ugh. That's too real. Growling with rage, Control the bodyguard has his head chopped off with a giant axe for being too good at his job. The crowd roars in approval, and the beaming plaintiff counts his coins. This is perversion of justice. They're making a mockery of the very idea of a fair and noble trial. They enjoy ridiculing the law. Is it not true that love restricts freedom, and that its harsh constraints can sometimes lead to cruel, evil deeds? So she's just completely ignoring the trial and that someone was just murdered. Does not love force people to act contrary to their desires and subordinate them to their object? And subordinate them to the object of their affection. Do not even the most loving souls feel occasional regret about trading away their freedom for love? Haven't the most terrible betrayals been committed for the sake of love? Doesn't unrequited love cause mortals to commit suicide? And isn't rejection the reason they often resort to violence and often other terrible crimes? I am most curious to hear your answer to these questions. These things are caused by lust and dark desire, not true love. Yes, when a mortal cannot control their emotions, their love can become a devastating force. That's why the feelings and emotions of the heart must be governed by the logic and reason of the mind. Wow. I'm against all constraints. Free love always triumphs. As for crimes, well, no one said that love wasn't dangerous. When people are in love, the first thing they do is shackle themselves to each other as tightly as possible. I find it hard to answer. Okay. You know what? I'm going for the chaotic option again. Alexia, repeat your words slowly as if tasting them. Free love. Dangerous. That sounds thrilling and perilous. I love games like that. The execution has the audience in an uproar. The demons howl their approval and Shamira has to raise her voice to be heard above the noise. Next, we'll hear the case of Varsa the Nosecutter. He attacked 2 of Alishanira's visitors from another plane, even though the great Nocticula made it clear that they were under her protection. Varza the Nosecutter tracked down his victims in the upper city and killed them with his glaive, then robbed them, and cut off their tongues and noses. Well then. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're called Nosecutter that you would cut off their nose as well. Otherwise, how would you have gotten the nickname? This scrawny demon doesn't look like a hardened killer. He writhes in his shackles, yelling hysterically. But I'm not Varza the Nosecutter. I don't even know who that is. My name is Sharzel, and I've never been to the upper city. I'm not allowed to enter, even though that's where a slaver of my status should live. Besides, I've never held a glaive in my life. This is all Hepzimira's fault. She wanted to buy my slaves at half price and I refused to sell. And now she's taking revenge against me and plans to get her hands on my slaves. It seems to me that love is like a living creature. Sometimes it behaves one way, and at other times another way. It is contradictory and inconsistent. It leads to both good and bad outcomes, and like every living creature, it is bound to die eventually. After all, every love, no matter how strong, is doomed to die. Is that not so? Oof. Love is like the food you buy in a cheap tavern. It smells better than it tastes and spoils sooner than you'd expect. I like that answer, honestly. That's such a good answer. True love lives forever. Love comes and goes, but duties and responsibilities remain. Love never goes away. Old love just gives way to new love. I'm just ignoring the trial as well. Let's just say the evil answer because, you know, gotta do it sometimes. Alexia tries to look stern, but she finally gives up and bursts out laughing. I don't know if I should be associating with you. You have such a wicked tongue. Yet I cannot deny your wit. You may be dreadfully cynical and terribly naughty, but you're also very clever. Well, Shamira shouts to be heard above the screams of Varza the Nosecutter. The court finds the evidence of the indicted person's innocence to be quite convincing. However, false justice requires every sin to be punished, so therefore, I hereby declare that this demon is Varza the Nosecutter and he shall be executed without further delay. Oh my god, that's so good. It's like, yeah, we believe that you're innocent, but this is a false trial, a trial of false justice, so you're gonna die anyway. Shamira throws a conspiratorial glance at Hepzimira, who stands nearby. The latter grins and bows mockingly. Shamira announces loudly, And the last crime for today is the most harmful and treacherous. Listen to Shamira. The crime of sinful mercy. Oh, who is this? And the offense was further aggravated by an attempt at self-sacrifice. Oh, mercy and self-sacrifice? Who would commit such crimes? A tiefling is brought forward in chains. Shamira glares furiously at the bloody, beaten figure. The mortal who stands before you is a descendant of Sharzal, a slave trader who died recently. A week ago, this tiefling was offered the chance to be an accomplice in the murder of his progenitor, Sharzal, in exchange for a portion of Sharzal's slave holdings. However, this mortal refused to participate in such a cunning, highly profitable murder, driven by some insane familial sentiment and a disgusting display of fondness. Shamira literally spits out this last word. He warned Sharzal about the possible attempts on his life and personally hired Control, one of the best bodyguards in London, to guard his father's life. The other guy that they executed earlier. Oh yeah, so over here is the name who's talking. It's a bit weird because basically they're talking to me. So my portrait is over here, and their portrait is over here if they have one. But this one doesn't. Shamira has to shout to be heard over the indignant clamor of her demonic audience. There's more. During the last attempt on Sharzal's life, this mortal, driven by the most disgusting feelings of duty and gratitude for his own existence, tried to cover his father with his own body to save him from the assassin's dagger. We find such actions to be criminally insane and dangerous. Therefore, false justice demands that we sentence this mortal to death. Sharzal's property will be declared destitute of an heir and henceforth accessible to anyone who wishes to take possession of it. The tiefling is too weak to protest, and at the signal from Shamira, he's executed by the guards. Jeez. So, basically his crime was trying to protect his employer. He actually wanted to help out and be a good person. And he got murdered for it, because this is hell, and you're dealing with demons. And demons apparently do not like that kindness stuff, you know? They're not about that. They don't trust it. Because especially, like, if you save a demon, they're like, why did you do that? Like, why did you save me? Like, now I mean you're dead or something. Like, what do you want? They always expect something in return, and if it's not there, they're like, that's super sus. So it's basically built on just, I don't know, expectations, I guess? Where they're like, well, surely if you do something good for me, then you want something in return, because otherwise why would you do that? You can't just do that out of the goodness of your heart, because we're demons, we don't do that. And so whenever someone does do that, they're like, that's a no-no. Rule number 2 in the Netherworld Demon Academy, no good deed shall go unpunished. Exactly. Alexia smiles at you, her eyes sparkling with excitement. She seems uninterested in the drama that just played out before your eyes. Thank you for our conversation. I expected to find it interesting, but I had no idea that our discussion would be so thought-provoking. I'm so glad I decided to come here with you, and I sincerely hope that you'll visit me again. I hope to see you at my manor soon. I host small receptions for the most interesting and noteworthy residents of the upper city. Conversations at these receptions are always entertaining. If you were to attend, we would continue our discussion about love. Of course, I seriously doubt my guests would be as interested in this topic as I am, so perhaps we should finish our conversation in private. I hope to see you soon, sweet Mads. Don't stay away too long. I'm looking forward to your next visit. Alexia gives you a dazzling smile, then vanishes into thin air. Okay. Great. Alexia wants love. Yeah. She wants to talk about love in private. I'm sure that's nothing to worry about or anything, right? Okay. Love, also known as lust. No, she specifically spoke of love. The demons know what lust is. They don't know what love is. That's why she's asking the questions. I wanna know what love is. Exactly. Is there a difference? There is, yes. But when you explain love to a demon, they're like, what the fuck? That's so weird. Why would you do that? And then you're like, well, we don't do it on purpose.
Pay attention.
It just happens.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
This inscription is written in archaic elven script. You recognize the word stranger's home. I see you and I implore Calistria. It appears to be some kind of protective spell against thieves, but it has lost its power over the years. Oh no, Lumen. The corpse of a demon who was not smart enough to avoid a magical trap. The wreckage of what was once a magical golem. Judging by the many dents on its remains, it was destroyed in a fierce fight.
Might be trap,
Oh.
might be treasure.
Might be trap,
Ask
might be
nicely.
treasure. Well, it's definitely a trap, so please don't walk into it. Woljev, remember when I said please don't walk into it? Do you remember that? Why did I? Okay, let's quick load this. That was really dumb. Nomin while watching. Ooh, nice. Steak and fries, very nice. Making me hungry.
Don't mind me.
Battles await. Pay attention.
Pay
I will help
attention.
where I can.
Okay.
Something wrong?
Okay, now the problem is how do I get Woljev over there without triggering the trap? Oh wait, is the oh there it is. Okay, I see.
This is my kind of work. Might be trap, might be treasure.
Might be trap,
Pretty good, aren't I?
might be treasure.
This is my kind of work.
There's sure a lot of traps around here. Gotta be careful. Formation. I should be at the front. Doggo. Well, actually, Sela. Let's do it like this. Like that. Baron. Back there. Actually, no. Oh, I can't quite do that. Okay. Let's do this. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. It's a nice triangle formation. Hi Newman, what is it? What is it? Some golems.
Cover me, all right?
Do not fear. Do not
Think.
waver.
Oh, thinking is a bad thing, isn't it? What do you think? Okay, let me actually check these golems. Oh, 29 AC, yeah, they're just gonna... The thing you said above? Huh? The share steak and fries? I mean... Thank you, but I can't take the food from, like, the monitor or something. Oh. The Woljif one? Wait, I'm confused. Maybe I'm just... I don't know. I'm just confused right now. I don't think it went through, no. I don't see it. At least I don't see anything about Woljif. This is Woljif's kind of work. Oh yeah, yeah. It is Woljif's kind of work. I don't know why that didn't go through. That made me very confused. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? What message? Yeah, he says that a lot. Well, he says that because he's disarming a trap. He's like, oh yeah, this is my kind of work, because he's good at disarming traps.
For me.
This is my kind of work.
Exactly. There you go. This is my kind of
Or
work.
zap you. Why not both? Distract them for me.
Out of my sight.
Yeah, I've gotten so used to it that I don't actually react to it anymore. I like that my character says die, and then they die, because I hit them for 113 damage. I love it so much. It's ridiculous. Actually, where's... So when do did you get... Okay, you didn't get that. I'm wondering... Package of a Wilson magical golem. Let's look at this.
Please, forgive me.
Oh, you failed. What did you do? You rolled a 5 and you needed a 6. Rushale, please. Could you not have rolled a 6? Zelda, hi.
Pretty good, aren't I?
You're doing well. Okay, so what is this? There's a crystal. Do we interact with the crystal? Is that a good idea?
Move already.
Oh. It did something. I don't know what it
Over
did.
there.
Who,
A
me?
bit tired.
You sure it's
That's
safe?
fair. I'm a little bit tired too.
This is my kind of work.
Okay, so that doesn't work. But wait, so we can get on here and then lower it again. Yeah. Ah, and then there's a lift or something.
I sense something.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ask nicely.
Everyone is mortal in this world, especially when I'm around.
We will win this
I
war.
am yours to command.
Why is there still a...
Fighting for a righteous cause is certainly
Come
different
here.
from a simple
Where else
massacre.
would I be?
The former is more bloody
Only
and performed
you
with fingers
deserve my
out.
obedience.
No reason to pause.
Okay. God.
Don't mind me.
I was sort of afraid she was still gonna walk into the trap like an idiot.
This is my kind of work. My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Must be a sign. This is my kind of work.
Retreat! Oh, no?
Woljev was disarming that trap. Why did you... Okay, let me load this. I can just imagine that in a D&D group where someone is like, I'm gonna disarm the trap, and then someone else is like, okay, I'm just gonna walk into the room while they're disarming the trap, and then the trap goes off and they're like, why did you do this?
Ask nicely. Fine. This is my kind of work.
This is my
My
kind of
tail
work.
is restless.
I'm losing my temper.
Okay, here we go again. That lowers the lift. And go back here.
Let's move already. Pay attention.
Okay.
Don't mind me. You sure it's safe? Pretty good, aren't I?
No one stands in my way. Over there.
Something wrong?
Pay attention.
This is my kind of work.
Wait, there's another one? Wait, where's that one? Also there. What? You can't
This is
just
my
double
kind of
layer
work.
traps. I guess you can. How does this work? How are we supposed
Over
to...
there.
Oh. Go this way.
Who, me?
Where does this one...
I'm here. Where else would I be?
There?
Pretty good, aren't I?
God. Bismuth. What the fuck? No, we didn't play Mario Kart. It was just Fire Emblem and then this.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Why did Bismuth go the other way around? Where am I in Fire Emblem? What's it called? I just saved the Queen Infernae. And I'm going to get the ring that they hid in the shrine somewhere. How does this work? Guess we can't jump down? No. Oh, wait a minute. I see. Oh, Bismuth! No! Bismuth! Where are you going? Please! Bismuth! Stop! Okay. We just do it with one person because the entire group is just... Okay.
Smile. The world's not ending just
That's nicely.
So now if I go here... we can go there, and then lower this. There we go. Oh, shit. Treasure! Treasure!
Got it.
Wait, how is everyone okay, good. We aren't stuck here. That's good. Spirit trackers. These boots grant a spirit hunter 4 additional use of spirit weapon on shaman ability per day. Well, our spirit hunter or shaman that could do that is dead. So we can't actually do that. We can't use that. What a shame. That's the first one, right? Yeah, okay. So we just go back this way. Windwag. When will people learn to not run through the traps? Like seriously, you would think that these people would be at least smart enough to not run through a damaging area if they don't have to. But no, they don't give a shit. They just run through.
Huh? What's that?
Don't mind me.
Okay, we'll just... there. There's a random...
This is my kind of work.
Why is there just a door? There's just a door in the middle of the room. What does one do with the door? I guess open it, right? You see a sturdy door set in a stone arch in the middle of the room. The location seems rather odd, to put it mildly. Attached to the door is a tiny little metal bell with a braided pull. Examine it closely. This is an ordinary door. Judging by the intricate carvings on the door, it is of elfish make. The bell also appears quite unremarkable, though the bell pull is covered in an ornate pattern. There's nothing unusual about this door, other than its location. Okay. Determine if there's any spells cast on it. Okay. You see spells enshrining both the door and bell. Judging by the nature of the spells, they belong to the Conjuration School. Ring the bell. The door swings open and an ephemeral form appears in the opening. It looks like a soap bubble. On the other side of the door, you can just make out the hazy interior of a small, trinket-filled room. The typical ambiance of a Golarian inn. Hi? Wait. The storyteller... What? Clutching the door handle, a skinny figure falls through the soap bubble. The bubble contracts, then pops, dissolving into thin air. The door slams shut, cautiously touching the stone floor. The unexpected guest rises slowly to his feet. It seems that the storyteller, for it's undoubtedly him, is quite surprised. I can imagine. He was probably just minding his own business and then suddenly he's here. The storyteller's head swivels around in bewilderment, his hands reaching to examine everything around him. Where am I? How did I get here? Who's there? He's blind, by the way. Can you imagine, right? Being a blind elderly person and suddenly you're just like somewhere else and you're like, what? Where am I? What is going on? Who's there? I remember the sound of that breathing. Mads, is that you? Thank the gods it's you. Where are we? And if you don't mind my asking, what brought you here? How did you get here? The storyteller listens intently to the sounds coming from the city. A good question. Judging by the demon's speech I hear, we are in the abyss, correct? Then I suppose I was brought here by a portal. It was most likely activated by you. This portal must have been charmed specifically to deliver me from wherever I may have been. I hope it will send me back the same way. Wait, why is there a door specifically to bring you here? And also, that would be weird, because I imagine it just works wherever he is. Might be a little toilet, and then suddenly you're somewhere else, and you're like, well, great. You can listen to the doors. Yes, you can listen to the doors. That's true. Yeah, okay. You're unlikely to have charmed it this way. If you had, you wouldn't be so surprised by my appearance. This means the spell was cast in the past. In my past, the one I'm looking for. I have to admit, this finding is quite intriguing and perplexing. Do you have the impression the parasite noises are worse when you play this game? I don't know what you mean by parasite noises. Do you mean like crackling or something? Or like... Yeah, I get that it's something about my mic, but like... what exactly about it? I don't know if anyone else notices a difference. Is there like something going on? I don't know. Why did you need this portal? Yeah, the problem is if I don't know what you're referring to, I don't know if I can fix it at all. Like, I don't know what the sounds is you're hearing, or like what... I don't know what the problem is. Especially if no one else is hearing it, that's strange. Or do you not having an issue with it? Like a cracky noise? It shouldn't be happening. I don't know. Some clicking type noise occasionally. Well, it could be me clicking my mouse. Like I'm clicking now while I'm talking. More like an audio thing? Really? That's strange. I mean, how would I fix that is the question. It's a less sharp click. Are you sure it's my mic? Because when I'm not talking, the mic is not active. Oh, okay. You're sure? Okay. Because I can hear some background things that could be like that, but I don't know if that's... Root cause could be an overloaded CPU, but it manifests in audio clicks. Nah, CPU is perfectly fine. The GPU is maxed out basically, which makes sense. The CPU is like half. No, because if it was encoding and stuff, then... Like, if there were actual problems with encoding, then it would, like, be staggering or something like that, and not just, like, causing audio problems. Yeah, that's a strange one. Wait, so can you hear that as well when I'm like playing something else? Does it happen when I'm playing something else as well, or is it just... If I close the game like this, right? Or no, well, close. I don't have the game active right now. It's still in the background, but does it happen now? If I'm not like focused on the game, you can't hear the background noise. Noise is still there. So then it's not like a conflict with the game's audio plus my mic or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. It's like... Because of course the game is still running, but there's no audio or anything from it, so... Yeah, as long as it's not too bad, then I guess it's fine. It's just weird because, well, it shouldn't happen. And I don't think I've ever heard my mic, like I record myself quite often and I've never heard my mic make any, like, crackling or something. So I don't know why it would do that while I'm streaming. Okay, anyway. Why did you need this portal? Thanks to you, I now remember that in the past I was the court mage of the Lady in Shadow. It was probably then that I created this portal to conveniently travel from the Abyss to Galarian. That makes sense. I came here looking for information about certain purple crystals, but I found you. No, it's okay, Zelda. I do, a lot of the time, if there's any, like, issues with quality of the stream, I prefer someone tells me so I can at least, like, take a look at it and keep it in mind and maybe try to fix it in some way. But of course, if it's the game just in combination with the microphone, then I can't really do much because it's the game's fault, not mine. But yeah, I'll keep it in mind. Have a good lurk and a good rest of the day as well. You were looking for the heart of the tower. Yes, I studied its capabilities here in Alishinera. You must have seen the socket that it was placed in. Unfortunately, the details of my research are hidden from me by the gloom of oblivion. Perhaps if I laid my hands on such a crystal, I would see something else in my past. You know where to get one of these. Do they come from mines, or maybe from the bottom of the sea? The elf takes out a delicate compass from his bag, the needle of which is slowly but constantly spinning. I sense the power we are looking for. My hands have touched it in the past. In the past I do not remember. I think a little divination will come in handy. I can set this little trifle to help you. Explore the caves here. When you are near the crystal, the compass will let you know. What do you think of Galfrey ordering me to go to the Abyss? I am not a politician or a military leader, but I've seen all sorts in my life. That's why I've some experience and know different stories. The story I'm watching now, it did not strike a chord with everyone. There are many in Dresden who are saddened by your departure for the Abyss. There are even some among them who say, though in a whisper, that Galfrey was envious of her commander's glory and was in a hurry to be rid of her. But most do not think this. The majority praises the Queen and expect her to lead them to new victories over the demons. It's quite possible that she will succeed. Right now, as far as I know, Galfrey is actively preparing for an advance to the west. Into the heart of the world wound. I see. Okay, I found a page that might interest you. And another one, and another one. Oh, here we go. The storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. My feet are covered by a crawling carpet of locusts. A few insects got under my clothes, under my shirt, down my back, in my pants. They are crawling all over me, tickling my skin with their little legs. They will not attack me until they recognize me as a stranger. Protective spells are guarding me, allowing me to deceive the pestilent denizens of the rasping rifts. I keep very still. I am but an observer, an uninvited guest who prefers to remain unnoticed. I don't hold my breath when Demon Lord Discari swings his scythe over Isiagna. I feel nothing when Isiagna deftly avoids the blow and tries to strike Discari in return. I am here by the order of Lady Nocticula. I must observe the fight and then return to Alishinera. The affairs of demon lords do not concern me. Where's your friend Kinney? Here with me, of course. The stubborn lad refused to stay in Alishinera and volunteered to accompany me to the rasping rifts. He said he wouldn't miss such an exciting adventure for the world. His youthful zeal and desire to live life to the fullest seemed to make me younger too. Why did Nocticula send you to follow Discari? I don't know, and I don't want to know. My service to the Lady in Shadow is almost over. It's the 17th year of my life in the Abyss, and I'm already counting days to the end of my term. Who is this Yakna? She's a rising demon lord, servant of Lamashtu. She simultaneously inhabits 7 mighty ant-like bodies. Isnyakna and Discari are always sniping at each other, but they dare not enter open war. Okay, please continue. Rift Carver, Discari's scythe swings up again. With a whistle through the air, it lodges in the ant-like head of one of Ishyakna's bodies. Greenish slime splatters, the poisonous drops falling on my face. I keep very still. With a last convulsive movement, the ant-like body winces, tearing the scythe from Discari's hands and jumping back, only to drop on its side and lie still. This loss will hardly worry Ishyakna. To kill her, one must destroy her heart, which is hidden deep under Yanarong, a city in Lamashtu's realm. Disarmed, Discari turns to Ishyakna's second body that is attacking him. I slowly turn to Kinney, who is sitting next to me. My young friend is usually easily impressed by such mighty opponents fighting, but the seat next to me is empty. Kinney is gone. The storyteller shivers and starts speaking faster. Forgetting about the danger, I look around for my friend. The swarms of locusts at my feet buzzes, displeased, but the need for secrecy no longer seems so important. Where is Kinney? After a moment, I see him, and a treacherous shiver runs down my spine. My friend is standing over Izyagna's fallen body and reaches for Discari's scythe sticking out of it. What's so special about it? Riftcarver has power over the material of the plains. Discari made this scythe with his own hands from his mother's skeleton. It can cut rifts into the plains themselves. The Demon Lord used it to make the Rasping Rifts, his own abyssal realm in the plane of the abyss. Okay, please continue. Kinney, stop! Don't touch it! I scream. Throwing caution to the wind, my friend turns to me. His face baffled. I understand him to an extent. The scythe, able to rip passages between planes, will certainly help us save Galarian, but trying to steal it is rash and stupid. We have nothing to defend ourselves against the Demon Lord's rage. Stop, my friend, before it's too late. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Discari lift another Izyagna's body and tear it to pieces with his bare hands, but I don't hear his howl of victory. The Demon Lord throws away the still body of his enemy and turns to us. The swarm of insects is biting my feet. Locusts cover my eyes, hitting me in the face, trying to get inside my nose, mouth, and ears. Nevertheless, I get to it first. I grab the giant scythe and swing it awkwardly in the air. Riftcarver is so heavy, my hands instantly cramp. I've no idea how I managed to lift it at all. I drop the scythe on the ground, but the damage has been done. Right in front of me, there is a small rift, a wound in space. The smell of Alushinira's sewage comes out of it. A wonderful smell that brings me hope for salvation. I grab Kinney's sleeve and dive into the rift only moments before Discari's claws cut the air where we stood. The storyteller catches his breath and wipes the sweat from his forehead. I angered a demon lord and my life was hanging by a thread. I'd never have thought that something like that could happen in my life. The storyteller shakes his head distrustfully. How many dark sides of my past will I have to find? I'm starting to fear what I might see in the next pages of my notebook. Yeah, that's quite something. Imagine having forgotten that you saw a fight between demon lords and actually took the scythe of a demon lord for a second to escape, to tear a rift in space-time, and you just forgot that that happened. Please examine the items. Give me this relic. Dazzling light erupts from the storyteller's hands. The light pulsates, forcing you to squint in pain. And when it finally fades away, you see a thick cloak in the elf's hands. This relic is truly legendary. It has absorbed power that is too heavy for this world, but I have a feeling that this cloak will suit you well. The bound of possibility. Ooh. You can't remember why you went downstairs sometimes, so I sympathize. Well, I feel like that's a different thing than, you know, a life-changing event where you almost died. I think you would remember that, most likely. Like, if you want to go downstairs, but you forget why, and then you fall down the stairs, you will probably remember that you fell down the stairs. You might not know why you went downstairs to begin with, but you do know that you fell down the stairs. I suspect it's difficult for you to carry out your mission surrounded by enemies. I would like to help. Unfortunately, I will not be able to bring your allies or reinforcements through this portal. Supplies, however. When I return to Galarian, I will buy some travel necessities. If you need anything, just ring this bell and I will deliver them to you. Okay, that's nice. You'll try it tonight? Yeah, just fall down the stairs on purpose. That will help. Okay, the bound of possibility. Whenever the wearer of this cloak fails a skill check or a saving throw, they get a +10 bonus on all skill checks and saving throws for 1 round. Pretty fancy. And I'm the only one who can wear it, apparently. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's fancy. Can I take off the bow for a second? Just... Oh, that's fancy. Look at that. What was my bow anyway? Was it this one? Oh, that's a short bow. I'll just take this one. Or... Wait for an eye. Short bow. No, let's just do this one. Okay. Fine.
Finished here. Is
Though
there
this
more?
magic trap is now old and dysfunctional after centuries of disuse, it would once have irreversibly blinded any thief who gazed upon it. Treasure. Meteor dust. Oh wait, no, never mind. That was not the helmet, that was just an item, okay. Advent of rigorous training. Wisdom +6 allows its wearer to declare perfect strike 5 more times per day. Which, I mean, that's fine, but I'm not a monk. I'm not a monk.
Onwards.
Oh, there's all the notes over there. Within the pedestal, a faint purple glow emanates from a crystal-shaped hole. Its edges are chipped and cracked, suggesting that whatever it contained has been forcibly removed. Okay.
Something wrong?
Disarm this trap.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Can't see more around here. Doesn't look like it. What about here? Treasure. The magic has left this once powerful magical seal that protected the premises from the presence of demons. Okay, we can rest here. Do I want to rest? I don't know. I don't think I do. Oh wait. Other way? Lethal conductor. Ooh. Ooh, that's very nice. Ooh, but we have these though. Deep ribbon, soft cut. We paid a lot of money for that. That one is cool though. +5 shock dagger, gauntlets wielder, +5 competence bonus on use magic device skill checks, and a +4 competence bonus on touch attack rolls. It's a good mage dagger. Is that it? Wait, is that it? I guess so. At the reception, at the rupture of rupture. Search for the crystal in Elishira mines. Okay.
Move out.
I guess there's not much else for me to do here. What, this is still there? Okay. Do the first floor. No, bismuth. Bad. I don't know why they keep wanting to go towards the lethal thing, you know? Oh, there's a blade barrier there. What if I just were to walk into it and take like 30 damage? Yeah, don't do that. Why would you do that? Especially when I told you to leave. Okay, so we want a hindering crystal. So I guess we start to go here. Art of making friends. So that's for the crystal, right? I think. Yeah. So we're gonna look inside of the mine and see if there's any crystal.
Head on!
The crystal should be somewhere nearby. So is the crystal like a hot and cold type of thing? It's not like an extra UI bit. Will it just tell me if I'm getting close? It's a low rumble and quivers like an impatient hound that has caught scent of his prey. Okay. Buzzes periodically emitting a grinding screech and shaking so hard you can barely control it. Bolt barely hold it. The crystals are very near. Tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Onwards!
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Belt of the Venerated Champion. This belt of Constitution +6 grants its wearer a +2 bonus on Fortitude saving throws and a +1 inside bonus to AC against evil creatures and effects. Very nice. You have this, and I can give you a better belt. Where is it? There we go. Still chaotic neutral? Yes. Yes, we are. Mahon's 46 AC. That's a lot of money. It's not that much. If I buy a few magic items, it's gone. Magic items are expensive. The horse with 46 AC. Look at him. Hat on the head. You don't even have bracers. What can we give you? Brace of armor don't actually help you. Braces of dominance, I don't think that helps you either. Marksman, you're not exactly a marksman. I don't think it counts as two-handed weapons, your bite. It's just one-handed, yeah. You got Druid level 4 and you noticed Warhorse is a good shape change you can do? I can imagine, yeah. But Warhorse does not have 46 AC, I imagine. Only 15 touch. True, true. But I'm getting the dex up. I'm getting dex up. Wasn't this... Oh yeah, okay. Plus 19 to attack. I mean, yeah, it's... Plus 7 from strength, base attack bonus plus 12, and then plus 1 from weapon focus. It's not that amazing. Like, I have a plus 25. And that's with power attack, which is a minus 4. Zila has a plus 26. Wendoark has plus 29. My dog has a plus 34. And he has 46 strength. Because, you know, he's a strong boy. You don't want to mess with the dog, okay? You don't want to mess with the dog. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah, let's see. This deals 1d8 slashing damage on unarmed attack. The enemies of evil alignment, they deal 2d6 damage instead. I don't think it matters much. Yeah, the base attack bonus can go up to plus 20 by itself. So once you get up to like level 16, for example, it's very easy to have high attack bonus. Like Mahomes is one of the weakest ones, one of the lowest ones, because I focused on AC instead and just survival with 216 health. Oh, you have 12. Oh yeah, Dogo definitely has. Oh no, wait, has 12 too. Oh, that is the full one. 12 is the full one. Unless I also don't have the full one. Plus 16. Yeah, okay, so why do I... Is that based on what class you are, I guess? Yeah, okay. So the base attack bonus goes to plus 15. I mean, the dog gets it from me, I think, right? Dog goes only up to plus 13, actually. It goes to plus 13 at 18 and then that's it. But I mean, his strength is going to increase so much that it doesn't really matter because of mythical beast and stuff. Oh, level 17. Can attempt to demoralize all. Oh, that's just animals. Oh. Demoralize all animals in the 30-foot radius as a swift action. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Mm. You get Order of Righteousness, which is pretty nice. It's basically because you're a combo of both Spellcaster and Fighter. Yeah, I know. Armor Mastery. Okay, that's pretty nice. And Weapon Mastery. Fighter chooses one weapon, such as longsword, great axe, or longbow, which will be longbow. Any attacks made with that weapon automatically confirm all critical threats and have their damage multiplier increased by 1. Oh my god, that's gonna be insane. Crit build Wendwag. Crit build. Because it's ×3 already. I can get it up to ×5, I think. Jeez, okay. That's insane. Right, I was looting crystals. There we are. Uh-oh. Crystals are alive! Oh! Zelda, save us! Please. Or Mahons. Mahons, you've got this. Smite. Wait, all the animals saved. No one else did. What the fuck? Oh no, Darren succeeded. Wait, but then... Oh no, Darren failed the previous one. How did all the animals succeed and no... Only Sela. Only Sela succeeded. That's crazy. Yeah, they're really annoying. Okay, Doggo. Sick him. Ow. It's not as good as I would have liked. Heal. Okay, they're going to Ursula. I failed to dispel stun again. Go. Get him. Oh, not quite. At least they're not really doing much at the moment. And they're pretty easy to hit. Okay. I'm good again. There we are. Yeah, once people start getting out of it, it's perfectly fine. But yeah, they're very annoying. Any more?
We are the
Yep.
light. They are the darkness.
Yep. Okay. Okay, Mahon, Sela, and Zelda succeeded. Get him, Mahons. Bite them.
The light take you.
God, here it comes. Oh God. Sela's the only one who's still functioning. As an angel, you do not actually have to care about that once you get mythic level 7. Yeah, I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Though my dispel thing gets better, I think. So I will snap out of it eventually.
No glory without risk.
Run, Bismuth! Run away! Oh, the crystallized bismuth. Look at him. Covered in crystals. Such bling. Bling bling. What does it do? Helpless? Aw. Permanently helpless. That seems so bad. Oh. Oh, that's so sad. I'm permanently helpless. You may want to have Darren cast Holy Aura or Shield of Law, since that also makes you immune. Yeah, the problem is that Darren is also, you know, affected currently. So I should have cast it beforehand, but I didn't know I would be attacked again. I had the feeling that I would be. Also, I just got knocked out and petrified. So, you know, he's kind of screwed.
No match for me.
But Wondwalk is here.
Into the fray.
Okay, almost.
Prepare yourself.
I know that Darren was petrified. Okay, come back here. Bismuth, you're looking better. Nom. And then Dogo. Nom. Ah, so close.
Beg me to stop. Battles await.
Okay, can I? No. Did that not work? Okay. No. Okay. Apparently we couldn't do that fast enough. We did heal him a little bit. But as soon as combat ends, it's just like... eh. Don't want to end. I don't mean you combat, I mean like the fight. You know? A battle.
Move out.
I want the battle to end. Is that better?
Why'd you even bother doing the jobs you're hired for? Just take the money and go to ground for a while. And if you're found, just kill them all. You're a scary fella. You could handle it. If I was a bounty hunter, that's what I'd do.
Something tells me you won't die of natural causes, friend.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I think that that's a pretty good response, just to people in general. I feel like you won't die to natural causes. Because it's not like a threat or anything, it's just like, yeah, you're kind of just like, what you're doing is not the smartest thing. Let's see, it is 6, so I should probably end soon. But let's see. So we need to give the crystal to the storyteller. Attentive reception at the Rapture of Rupture. And go to the abandoned mansion. Where's the abandoned mansion? What's that? That's this one. Okay. Abandoned mansion. Let's do Woljif's quest. So why does he want to go here? His shadow wanted to go here. The shadow creature that only talks to him and not to anyone else. I'm sure that will be fine. I've already been here. And I did expect this room to contain something. Oh, now it does. There's Votiel. You weren't here before. I missed you. Votiel is waiting for you in the main hall of the mansion. The spikes on his powerful shoulders and back bulge out violently. I knew the spawn of Vigfeles would come to gaze at his inheritance. Pathetic, stupid nobody. You think you'll be lucky a second time? Run, little tiefling. Run away and don't stop, and maybe you'll survive a little longer. But I'll still find you, no matter where you run, and I'll suck your eyes out of their sockets like grapes from their skins. You think I was lucky, a lizard? I had the chief with me then, and now I don't even need the chief to kick your ass. I came for my inheritance for my power, and when I get it, we'll see who's laughing then. Woljif looks back at you and whispers, I think I went a bit too far there. You reckon he will kill me quickly after that? And the thing I just said about not needing you, I was just saying it, but I didn't mean it. So, don't get any ideas. Why are you so eager to destroy Woljif? He hasn't done anything. He and Igfeles are all guilty before my mistress by virtue of their birth. Lady Hepzimira, the strongest child of Baphomet, hunts down her unworthy brothers and sisters, because she alone should stand before the throne of her father, the Lord of Labyrinths. I will tell you how Igfeles was killed, you pile of refuse, and this story will be the last thing that you hear. No one can escape from Mistress Hepzimira. Igfeles tried. At first he settled down here in Alishinera. He thought that in the lands of Nocticula no one would get him. I found him for my mistress. When he sensed me, he locked himself in his treasure room like a cowardly rat. Not wanting to accept his inevitable death, I carved through his henchmen and reached his hiding place. The bones of those who did not have the time to flee crunched beneath my feet. I tore down the doors of the treasure room, pretending to myself that I was ripping apart the pathetic coward. But inside, I found only a corpse. Oh, my lady was so pleased, but... Demon's small eyes squint suspiciously. I knew something was wrong. The corpse lay in front of me, but I felt sure that Igfeles had escaped. I tortured his servants until they revealed the secret of the Moon of the Abyss. I made them search every corner, but the moon was gone. How many years I searched for it, and then I found not only it, but this tiefling as well. Lady Habzamira will reward me when I bring her the horned skull of a defective spawn that dishonors the blood of Baphomet. And she will remember me twice over when I reveal the escape of that scummy Felis. Is Woljef a descendant of Baphomet himself? Yeah, so you're telling me I'm related to old Baphomet? How did that happen? Lord Baphomet conceived many demons, many bastard children unworthy of their father. One of them was Ikfeles. He made his way to Galarian. His blood, and hence the blood of Baphomet, flows in you, tiefling. Lady Habzamira will destroy all who defile the purity of this blood. My, it turns out you are of noble blood. Baron sweeps into a low, mocking bow before Woljef. I beg your pardon, my dear sir, but would you be so kind as to remind me how should I address a noble personage from the abyss? Your unholiness, perhaps? Or perhaps your deplorable disgrace? Hold on, so does this mean that when you were telling me all those tall tales about actually being a prince of a faraway land, you were actually telling the truth? It looks like it. Go figure. I mean, I thought I was lying, but turns out I tripped over the truth without even knowing it. You sure did. I seem to recall you wangling? Wangling? Sure. I think that's supposed to be wrangling. Like, but whatever. Wangling, sure. Wangling 10 coins out of me. Promising to repay me with heaps of gold once you found your family and got your inheritance. Well, it's time to pay up. The thing is, my family's still alive and kicking, see? Why don't we revisit this topic once we're not under threat of a slow, painful death? What is the Moon of the Abyss? Ask the tiefling if Ikfeles left the moon for him. You should know the answer. And nobody explained nothing to me. I don't even know why it's so important. Why does nobody ever tell me anything? I don't even know who this Ikfeles guy is. My grandpa? My great-grandpa? My uncle? Ortiel howls with laughter. Stupid tiefling, you don't even know why you're going to die. The demon that caused you to be born will also be the cause of your death. How did you know Woljef was coming here? I was informed that the tiefling I was searching for had set foot in the streets of Alishanera. Where else would he go but the mansion of his ancestor looking for treasure? The shadow brought me here. The shadow should have known you were here, because it always protects me from you. But why? Why didn't it warn me? Could you just take the Moon of the Abyss and leave me and Woljef alone? I'll take the Moon of the Abyss, yes, but I'm in no hurry and you're going nowhere. Skewered on the edge of my spike, that's where you belong, just like your friend, and everyone else who decides to intercede on his behalf. I will make a goblet of your skull and bring it to my mistress. If that counts as leaving you alone, then you will have peace aplenty. Enough talk. Time for battle. When do I get close? But not so close that they will hurt you. Fight him. Oh, didn't work. Fight him. Oh, he's trying to attack my horns. Classic mistake. Classic mistake, trying to attack my horns. It didn't work. Right? As expected. Oh, he fell on the floor.
Desna, guide my hand.
You know, for a demon who was threatening me a lot, he didn't do much. Oh, there's the shadow. Rawr. Revenge on Hepsamira and her henchmen. A gigantic demon shadow separates from Woljif and menacingly hangs in the air. At times it seems to grow, as if the atmosphere of the abyss is feeding it and giving it additional strength. Woljif. The voice of the shadow is deep and low, and it seems to penetrate the mind, enveloping and replacing any other thoughts. My heir. Woljif freezes as if under some spell. Grandpa? I mean, Your Honor? I don't know what to call you. I've never had a grandpa like this before, and and I always knew it was your shadow. You're my guardian demon, huh? Well, why not? Always knew I was special. Prince or something. And the chief? You should get to know the chief. You should get to know each other. Chief, this is my grandpa. It's a pleasure to make the acquaintance of the demon who outwitted Hepsamira's henchman. It is easy to deceive those who do not know what you know. My grandson Woljif discovered this knowledge without my help, and I am proud to help. I'm proud of him. He deserves to become my heir, the one who will take my strength and avenge the fall of our branch of the family, and new Ickfellas will rise again. That's great and all, Gramps, but I'm not quite following you. Revenge? A new Ickfellas? I mean, I want your power, of course, but like you just said, it's easy to deceive and all that, right, Chief? What do you want from Woljif? I want my grandson to accept my power and become a continuation of me. Tell me, Woljif, do you want to ascend to the top of the world and rule it? If we combine my powers with your resourcefulness, the Abyss will submit to us, and all those who've wronged us will be punished. Are there many such wrongdoers, Woljif? Yes, I see. I know. And every wrong has been another step leading you to this moment. You have endured everything. You are worthy of great power, my grandson. I'm worthy? Yeah, but I didn't even do anything. Listen, Grandpa, I understand you've been holed up in that crystal for a long time, so you probably don't know me well. I just steal here and there, trade a little, and I've never done anything special, you know? Maybe I'm not worthy at all. Maybe you're just wrong? What if you later turn around and say, why'd I go and give that power to that useless idiot? No, I am not mistaken. I foresaw your birth, and I foresaw that you would come here. You are exactly what I need, Woljif, and no one can replace you. Why did Votiel dislike you so much? Votiel, he wanted to curry favor with his mistress and nothing more, but you cannot deny his intelligence. Hepsamira was appeased when she saw my head, but he discovered the truth about the moon of the abyss and almost killed Woljif. Hepsamira, the stupid cow, just wants to destroy all her brothers and sisters indiscriminately, but Votiel, his mind was constantly seeking ways to please her, and this desire aided his efforts. Well, he died pursuing his dreams of greatness. How did you survive? Thanks to Aroden. Ickfellas gives a low chuckle that rumbles like distant thunder. I do not know if you remember the times when prophecies were not just heaps of useless words, but I do remember. You see, I am the son of Baphomet. I don't think you need an explanation of who he is. Baphomet conceived many children, but my sister Hepsamira wanted to be the only one. She marked us for death and hunted us down quite successfully. I did not want to be among her victims. I hid in Alushanira, but I knew it wouldn't last long. In the end, I decided to learn my future. Forewarned is forearmed. I was able to acquire all the knowledge I needed about my future self after many rituals. I saw a vision of how I would put a crystal like a dark moon into a silver setting. I spent a long time trying to understand this vision, and finally, bit by bit, a prophecy came to me. I realized that I would have to die in order to live again, that the dark crystal must become my refuge and the receptacle of my powers. I must hide my soul in the crystal and wait for my heir to come to the abyss and free me. This crystal is the moon of the abyss, set within a silver mount. I sent it to Galarian for my grandson. You see, Woljif, I anticipated your birth like no one else. So wait, he sent the Moon of the Abyss to Galarian for his grandson, who was not even born yet at the time. That's some level of foresight. What the fuck? Demons don't give us something for nothing. What do you want to return? I have only one condition, and it is a very small one. Igfelis shrinks down to the same size as Woljif. My spirit will enter your body, Woljif. It will hide within you, just as it hid within the crystal, invisible to you and invisible to others. So you sort of want to take over my body? Woljif looks disappointed. Really, Grandpa? I thought better of you. I'm your grandson, you know. You shouldn't treat your grandkids that way. You take care of them, put up with their hijinks and stuff, not make puppets out of them. Oh jeez, my voice is going a bit. I'm trying, but it's rough. I need to quit soon. Life has taught you to be too cautious, Woljif. I do not want to take your body. I want to help you. Who were you before you found the Moon of the Abyss? A pathetic thief from a small town, a coward and a traitor, a boy who was hated by his own mother, driven away from everywhere he went. And now look, Vortiel is dead. Look at all these treasures that are rightfully yours. And this is just the beginning. You will become the Prince of the Abyss, my grandson. Igfelis' voice grows lower, more insinuating. As for my living within your body, your success will be my success. I will only give you advice, as I did in the Whirlwind, and you will be free to choose whether or not to listen. However, I see that words will not satisfy you. Let me show you what you will gain if you agree. You say I've been driven away from everywhere, but the Chief hasn't chased me off yet. So sure too, since we got into this together, Chief. Actually, it's fine. Forget about it. Do what you want. Show me too. Yeah. Igfelis shows no sign of impatience, but his darkness seems to become deeper, more compelling. What a loyal friend you have, Woljif. But maybe the Chief just wants to guide you every step of the way. Maybe she's just afraid that you will become too independent. Woljif looks to you as if trying to find the answer, but then turns away. I don't know, Gramps. Maybe you're right, but even if the Chief mouths off, even if she doesn't do what I like, she's still the best thing that ever happened to me. At least let her take a look. As you wish. Igfelis begins to grow, his darkness pulsating as it surrounds you, until you are completely enveloped and nothing else can be seen. There's only silence, only darkness, and a soothing voice. Close your eyes. I will show you what the world will be like when the dark moon of the abyss rises. Okay. As the darkness recedes, you realize that you're standing on a deserted street in Canabras. However, to call it standing is an exaggeration. You're in disembodied spirit, and through your transparent body, you can see the walls of neighboring houses. Next to you is a slovenly dressed old woman with a swollen face. Her lips pursed unkindly. When she opens her mouth, you hear the velvet voice of Igfelis. Observe, Commander. Get back here, little weasel, and blah blah blah. Demon spawn. There's Woljif. A boy of about 10 runs towards you, and as he gets closer, you recognize him as Woljif. He looks scared and clutches a piece of bread to his chest. Grandma, help me. You said I should take the bread from him. Hide me, Gran. The old woman does not budge. Look at you, Woljif. Small, weak, useless. Always blaming others, always holding them responsible for your failures. You're exactly the same as you've always been. A boy who is so afraid of the world that he hides behind someone else's back. First your grandmother, then the tieflings, then the commander. The boy can't hold back his tears anymore. Hey, Gran, why don't you ever help me? You're all I have. They'll beat me, so hide me, please. You will remain this way forever, because you are too cowardly and weak to cope on your own. Only I can free you from this fear. Accept me, accept my power, and destroy your enemies. Come on, do not hesitate. Watch, Commander. Once he gets a taste of this power, you will never be able to sway him again. You're not a lonely child anymore. You do not need the powers of a demon. You have powers of your own, and you have my help. Woljif turns to you when he hears your voice, wiping away his tears and sniffling loudly. The illusion vanishes and he becomes an adult again. Chief, you're here. Let's wipe the floor with him. Me and you fought against demons. What can a bunch of bandits do?
Hey!
Yeah, I'm just
Here
gonna...
you crawl.
Oops. He tried to punch me. What a dum-dum. When the darkness dissipates, you find yourself in the familiar basement, the one belonging to the thieflings. Charisma and the others stand across from you as menacingly as they did before. And next to Woljif is you. I wasn't wrong about you after all, Woljif. You are a traitor. I took you into the gang because I heard you were a master lockpicker. I was warned that you were a traitor, but I didn't listen. I took you on, and for what? You've only endangered the family. But I didn't betray you. I only took what belongs to me, right, Chief? It's your fault I've been treated badly. Maybe if you were nicer, I wouldn't have done it. Don't try any of your fast talk on them. It's useless. Deep down, you wanted your chief to appreciate you, and for the thieflings to love you for who you are, so that they could really become your family, since your blood relatives never were. But look at yourself, a coward, a thief, a loudmouth, a street rat, and even a demon spawn. Who would even want to accept you? There's nothing in you worthy of any interest. Take my power, Woljif, and enchant them. They'll praise your name endlessly. They'll bask in their adoration. You can't make them love you. Try to tell them how much the Moon of the Abyss means to you. If they don't understand, remember that I understand. Woljif nods and takes a step towards Charisma. His tail twitches. If I could tell you I took the Moon of the Abyss and stay here with you, I would. But I know I can't. The laws of the family don't work that way. I'm sorry it ended this way, sister. I had fun with you a lot. You're the best gang I've had. You were. Doesn't matter if you love me or not. What kind of rebels are you talking, Woljif? Blah blah. Okay. The darkness dissipates again, like in the last illusion, but this time you see not one Woljif in front of you, but two. The second looks at Hepzibah, who is before him. He looks like an exact copy of himself, but something in him has changed imperceptibly. His presence is cold, and there is greatness, like an aura of darkness that vibrates around him. Now look, Commander. Oh, don't kill me, have mercy. You see what my power bestows. Imprisoned in the crystal, I felt how he called to me, and my magic was changing. I can defeat Hepzibah, even Baphomet himself. With my power, he can easily crush your enemies, and any crusade will seem like a leisurely stroll. Now come, and guide my heir to the right path. Is this what I'll become if I accept your gift, Grandpa? I do look pretty good. His voice still sounds uncertain. Woljif looks back and forth between you and his double. So, we need to decide right now? There won't be another chance? Alright, I have to ask the chief. One last time. What do you reckon, Chief? Take your power and destroy the old Voljiv. You can do it without him. To win, I need you and all the loyal friends I fight alongside, not deals with demons. Do what you think is best, say nothing. To win, I need you and all the loyal friends I fight alongside, not deals with demons. Walter smiles. What's that, Chief? You can't do without my high quality goods from the best warehouses of the family, huh? You know, life's not bad with you, Chief. Although I've already developed a tick in my tail after all the adventures we've been through. And all in all, well, what's left to think about? Hey Gramps, I've decided. Voljiv tosses the moon of the abyss in his hand. This thing's beautiful and expensive, of course, and I'll miss it, but I don't need any suspicious crystals, you know? I'll get rich after this trip and buy myself some ordinary ones. Any hint of subtle persuasion instantly disappears from Igvelis' voice. Weak, coward, you give up power, and for what? For human sentimentality, for friendship? You, who never before believed in all those sweet words, have allowed them to poison your mind. Hey, no, Gramps. I've been watching the Chief for a long time. After all the stuff she's done and said, she's never once lied to me. Not ever. She was on my side when nobody else was. And you? You sat in a battalion and waited for your prophecy to be fulfilled so you could put me on and wear me around like a little meat vest? Think on it good and hard, Grandpa. Of the two of you, who do you think I trust? Stupid little rat. Thought better of you. Apparently your horns have finally grown through your brain. I'll have to beat all that nonsense out of you. You will only serve me. Yeah, no. I don't think so.
I'll rip you apart! It's for you!
Okay. Darren. You Wendewog. Shall I?
Make your peace.
Okay. Cloak of Dreams. Sanity. I failed the saving throw. We're insane, that's fine. It happens all the time. Go.
The light, take you!
So Voljiv is not currently under my control, which is interesting.
They'll beg me to stop! Remember my name! Wenduag!
Nice. Get that heal in. Rishley.
I will resist.
Get him.
Can't you just die already?
There we are. Mount up. have a lot of health. 489. Okay.
Seems I took a cave slug for a foe.
Prayer.
Prepare yourself.
Come on. Almost. Get him, Wilgif. Finish him off. No.
Run them through.
I'll do it for you then. Never mind. What? Do I wait for Woljif to do it? Actually, no, he's already in negative health. How much negative can you take? Die hard. You can fight on for one more round as if disabled. At the end of your next turn, unless brought to above 0 hit points, you immediately become unconscious. Okay, so never mind. You're already dead. There we are.
Well, that's that, I guess. And I was just getting used to having a grandpa. He's not the type who will teach you how to fish and fill a pipe, you know, but he's alright. Probably even decent for a demon. Not surprising that Gran remembered him well. But who gives a damn about Grandma? Chief, you... I mean... Thanks. I don't know why you've treated me so... I'm nothing, you know? Well, look at me and... and you... But it turned out that we're, well... friends? Actually, friends. And you've been there for me. Why are you looking at me? I'm not crying. My voice is like this because my throat's dry. It's dusty in here. That's why my throat's itchy, and my eyes are watering, and my nose is running.
Aww, poor Jeff. What happened to the Moon of the Abyss?
Huh? That's that. But I'll keep the setting. It's nice work. Delicate, and another stone will look better.
Pry the crystal from its setting.
I'll keep it so I don't forget the choice I made and why.
Okay.
I'll just get it out, look at it, and remember. Ooh, and then if I live long enough to open my own shop, just a thought, you know, I'll put it in a glass case where everyone can see it and drive themselves sick with jealousy.
What are you going to do now?
Now? Are you the chief or what? You tell me. You know, I've got a good feeling about our campaign. So far, we've dealt with everything that's been thrown at us together. I'm starting to think the wrong gang was called the Family, you know? I'm with you to the end, Chief. And after the campaign, well, you'll have to live long enough to find out. Let's defeat all the demons and then we'll see.
Oh, I do love Woljif. He's a good boy.
Well, so long to the old family nest. It's a pity I can't bring this back to Galarian. Well, not all of it. But there is something we can do. Hey, Chief. Let's clean this place out from top to bottom, so not even a speck of gold is left behind.
Now you're talking, Woljif. It's looting time.
Must be a sign.
I heard a ding. Why was there a ding? Ding. What's the secret door? Well, where? Woljif. Ah, there. Secret door. Secrets. It's not even that amazing, but still. Now I did already loot this place, basically. Wait, how do we get in there?
Move out!
Because I had been here before, just not for his quest. I'm just looking around in case there's anything that I've missed. Or anything that's new. Ah.
Pay attention. Over there!
Who, me? I can do this. Maybe. You're right behind me, right?
Okay, there's one.
This is my kind of work.
And there's another one.
This is my kind of work.
And there's a third one. Okay,
Pretty good, aren't I?
good. Loots. Yeah, so these weren't here before. So I'm assuming that this is only
my
because
kind
I
of
did
work.
the quest. Wandering Con Man. This class grants the wearer a +10 competence bonus to trickery and a +10 competence bonus to athletics, as well as a +2 bonus to attack rolls for attacks of opportunity. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, I think that's way better than what you have now. Amazing.
Head on!
Okay, and what's this?
This is my kind of work.
Nice. Okay, we've looted everything. Time to leave. And then it's probably also time for me to call it quits for today because it's been longer than I intended to stream for, as usual. It happens so often that should it really be called an inconsistency anymore? I guess I'm consistently inconsistent. Maybe. Okay, let's save the game. Exit the desktop. And do that. Then, yeah. We'll send you over to someone else. Let's see, who is currently streaming? Vistix is streaming. I can send you over there. Mostly because his title is Vault Hunters in Search of Pizza. The pizza part, mainly. And he's playing Minecraft. So let's go say hi. Vistix is lovely, so send him some love, you know. Have a good one, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow for more Fire Emblem Engage. That's been lovely so far. It's been good. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Had a good time, you know. I'm certain I did, but I don't know about you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. Go say hi to Vistix for me. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow, otherwise some other time. Have a good one. Stay cozy, stay hydrated, all those things. And yeah, until next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.